What's up, guys? I'm here with Drew McDonald, sports editor and sports aficionado for UNF Spinnaker and UNF's University of North Florida. What's up, Drew?
Nothing much. John, how you doing today?
Doing good. So today I'm just going to talk to you about, what's how the quarantine is affecting your life and how life in general has been affected. So first of all, you go to University of North Florida. How
Yep.
how's the COVID-19 affecting how you live your daily life in your classes?
So I was supposed to graduate May 1st at UNF, but unfortunately, it's up in the air what's to happen, whether it's gonna be virtual or in person. I don't know what the deal is, but I work at Spinnaker, the news source for UNF, and being working remotely is kind of different because you have to like discipline yourself with like writing stories. So it's kind of a bit of a more of a challenge, and it's becoming kind of more like bone dry for content to do for sports. For classes, it's basically all Zoom. Zoom is our main website to use, and that's okay. It's just awkward.
Mhm. So you said you do your sports editing life because you're a sports editor at Spinnaker.
Yeah.
It's pretty bone dry in sports. So can you tell me about like how you're like combating that and what you're writing about since there's like no live sports happening?
So you gotta be kind of creative with it. For example, I did one random story where I made UNES's first dodgeball team, and it caught fire somehow. I don't know how it did, but so basically, I picked like some of the best UNF athletes, whether it's like skill, arm, whatever, and actually got traction with a player of the volleyball team. She created her own team to rival my team, so it's having fun with it. And for more serious note, it's relating to the COVID-19 with the people there. So, for example, uh, I found out I was out of the office when the COVID-19 thing like took out all the leagues. And I did a story on a baseball player who played his last game ever, possibly against Ohio State. So relating the COVID-19 to athletes is kind of like the best way to kind of do these stories. It's relevant and it's actually personal too.
Right, yeah. So you had an internship, I believe, right? With
Mhm.
kind of the communications department of the athletics, right?
Yep, that's right.
So how was that affected by COVID? Because did you get to finish it, or are you still like having a little bit of intriguing stuff going on there?
So for the athletics internship, it's basically when we stopped doing it, we had kind of tasks to do like once a week. For example, they have a segment called "This Day in like UNF,"
Mhm.
and I think I did a story on the UNF tennis team last year when they beat Liberty, came back from a 3-1 deficit. So it's less work than usual. And
Mhm.
right now I am kind of like dismissed from it, but my hours I still made the hours for the internship.
Got you. So you'll have the hours and for to complete the 210 or whatnot you have to get.
Right.
Got you. Got you. All right. So next up, you got future plans. You're headed to Virginia for your next endeavor after college. How has that been affected by this COVID-19?
It's not been fun, John Watson, that's for sure. It's been kind of up in the air.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I'm supposed to be it's called a media relations trainee for the Danville Braves. They're a minor league affiliate of the Atlanta Braves.
Hmm.
I talked to my boss last week, and I was supposed to start working May 4th, but it's looking like late May because of the virus. Um, I don't know. I hope the season happens. I mean, Danville does start late June, so possibly it could be like mid July start. It's just so uncertain right now. It's kind of like waiting to see what happens with the MLB and what could happen when they can reopen the stadiums.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see since they're talking about all the MLB teams coming to Florida and stuff like that, and they don't know what's going to happen with the minor league teams. Um, Lastly, what are you doing for fun these days? What do you got going on right now?
For fun, man, I'm in my luxurious apartment right now in Jacksonville. My lovely
Mhm.
mini fridge and my posters. But it's just watching Netflix, man. It's a great show called Tiger King. It's Sleeping in the Nation. It's quite the show. Other than that, I take some walks, I guess, listen to podcasts, just to try to get outside, like maybe like once a day, just to get something new and not be so, I guess, constrained in my little tiny little twin bed and my TV.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the insight on how COVID has affected your life. And thank you for coming on the interview today.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
no problem.
For multimedia reporting, John Watson, Drew McDonald. Catch y'all next time.